And yeah, I really hope that we can do a good job together, to try and improve the car basically and make it more competitive. I think the beautiful thing was that every championship that I've won, they have been won in different ways. And of course, last year was definitely a challenging one. We had a great start to the year, then a bit of a tough time, and then at the end of the year, it was quite, I would say, up and down moments. But yeah, that can also happen in Formula One. It's just about what we learn from it, and hopefully, yeah, this year with what we learned last year, hopefully we can do a more solid job.
I think today it's starting to feel a lot more real. It was the first time I had a confirmed seat going into a season break, so I had a lot more time to sit on it, and honestly that felt weird because normally I don't really have time to think about it. So it almost didn't feel real for a while, and then basically coming into today, we're in the simulator a lot more in the next few weeks, so now it's very real.
Yeah, to start my 11th season is pretty crazy already. It does feel already like quite a bit of a time that I've been in Formula One, but yeah, I'm just excited for what's ahead.
Going into a year like this, especially the start of the season, I'm going to a lot of tracks I haven't done before, a new team, and I think big expectations. So it's very exciting, but I'm also expecting it to be the toughest year that I've come into.
I think for me personally, the most exciting ones are always Spa and Zandvoort. Two great tracks. Spa, my favorite track, and then of course with Zandvoort, my home track, with good memories as well. Racing there. So for me, those are always, I think, big highlights on the calendar, purely because of the driving experience and of course from a fan experience as well.
I mean, I'm very excited for Melbourne, and I'm very excited for the start of the year. There's a lot of cool tracks that I haven't done that I think I'll enjoy, like Melbourne. China looks like a cool track. Canada is somewhere I've always wanted to drive. But I think the start of the year is going to be the hardest as well. So going to a bunch of tracks I haven't done before, starting the season, it's going to be very, very tough. I've only ever finished a season, so I've never really completed one. So I think the start of the year is going to be the hardest, but I would say I'm also most excited to go to these new tracks.
Yeah, it's very exciting. As you said, I've seen Liam grow within the Red Bull family. And yeah, it's going to be very interesting, to work together with the team. And yeah, I really hope that, we can do a good job together, to try and improve the car basically and make it more competitive.
I think for sure it's going to be extremely challenging, but at the same time, there's more opportunity than ever to have someone like him as a teammate. Somebody who's been in this team for 10 years and obviously who's just won the last 4 World Championships. There's nobody better to align everything that I'm doing with, because all of our data is going to be shared, and for me that's a great opportunity to learn. There's nobody better to learn to improve off, so that's exciting, but obviously at the same time having somebody so quick and competitive is going to come with its challenges. So for me it's just about making the most of that.
For me personally, I can just be myself, and I think that is very important, to be able to just really be yourself within a team. Of course, for me, being part of the team for such a long time, it's like a second family. And it does look like we have a bit more fun than the average team on the grid, so I think that's very important as well. Well, to be honest, I hope not a lot will change in terms of driving. It shouldn't be. And yeah, it's for sure very exciting. I think it's very difficult for me to put that into words until the baby is born, right? But yeah, it's for sure something that I'm looking forward to a lot, and yeah, looking forward to that whole experience throughout the year.
Yeah, obviously I'll do my absolute best behind the scenes, working as hard as possible to do everybody proud. So thank you for supporting. Yeah, I'm excited to get into it.
Well, what I always try to look for anyway is like consistency, and try not to make too many mistakes, which of course goes a bit hand in hand, but yeah, just try to always improve yourself, every single year. Even, it's not car related, it's just driving related. You always try to just be a little bit better. I think at this stage of my career, the improvements that you can make are smaller than when I was 18, but every year I would like to become a little bit better.